No one can be woke enough. In fact, if you continue with this tone, even if you're right, you'll be very hard to hear.
Truer words have never been spoken as three employees go way too far. They crash a leadership meeting trying to cancel Dave Chappelle, and you know what? They get fired for it. Imagine the entitlement to that, by the way. Oh, top executives for our entire company or meeting? Well, me, a software engineer, I'm going to crash their meeting. Oh, what am I going to base that on? I'm going to base that on identity. They won't be able to touch me then. How did that work out, by the way? Oh, yeah, that's right. Now, the majority of the media, they are flagrantly lying about this, too, saying that the suspensions, they weren't because of crazy deeds. Oh, no, they were because of speaking out. This is targeting because of identity. Despite Netflix clarifying the situation by putting a statement out on it because, hey, why let reality get in the way of a good hate mob, right? See, the media, they are salty and beyond. They try to galvanize Hollywood. They try to call out people like Brad Pitt, saying, help us cancel Dave Chappelle. And you know what? They failed. They found out that they can't do that. In fact, so far at least, Netflix has actually stood with Dave Chappelle. Nobody has come out on his behalf and tried to apologize for him, saying, hey, we're sorry that we offended people. We're going to get rid of this comedy routine. More importantly, though, the audience itself has stood with Dave Chappelle. You can see that in ratings like this. You have reviewers, 33%. We need to shut this down. What does the audience have to say? 97 freaking percent. But more importantly, as far as viewership is concerned, here's Netflix, top 10. Right now, I'm recording this. Boom, right there at number 3 stands Dave Chappelle. That says people, they are interested. Yep, you and I, we're going to talk about this and so much more today. Yeah, you can break into your boss's meetings, I guess.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the f*** up.
Oh, man, fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. Oh, man. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And before we talk about the craziness with the crashed meetings, the firing, the media lies, and so much more, I want to play you the entirety of this clip right here. Why? Because this could be on this situation. It talks about tactics. Just listen to what Dave Chappelle is saying.
No one can be woke enough. You know, I'm torn because I like a warrior for a good cause, but I'm really into tactics. You're not going to nag people into behaving
right
in a way that's, you know, in fact, if you continue with this tone, even if you're right, you'll be very hard to hear.
Tactics and nagging people into getting what you want. I mean, truer words have never been spoken, like I said before, and that should resonate with people. Why? Because we see this behavior not only carried out in places like Twitter, we see this carried out as people, they try to storm meetings with their top brass at the companies they work for, thinking, hey, this is going to work out. We'll never get fired. Now, when you really start looking into this, by the way, I mean, the entitlement to it. I cannot imagine going into my professional workplace acting like this. I mean, listen to this here. Netflix has suspended 3 employees for crashing a meeting of its top executives. What meeting is that, by the way? That's their QBR meeting. That's their quarterly business review. Now, a quarterly business review is a big deal, by the way, for them. That is a 2-day affair that convenes the top 500 employees at a company, and basically, you talk about everything that's going on. Now, right now, you have an investigation being launched into the 3 employees, basically saying, what exactly did they think? And it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. I'm going to say that they're gone. They are canned because you cannot forgive this type of behavior. Now, Netflix comes out. They further clarify all of this stuff for the media, saying, hey, you need to stop lying about this situation. Quote, it is absolutely absolutely untrue to say that we have suspended any employees for tweeting about this show. Our employees are encouraged to disagree openly, and we support their right to do so. Very clear there what Netflix is saying. To the majority of the media, though, that doesn't matter at all. I mean, you don't want to get the truth in the way of a better hate mob, and they want one of those because they are beyond salty. They wanted Dave Chappelle shut down. They wanted audiences moving against them. They wanted Netflix to kick him off the platform. None of that happened. So you see the articles that are being put out. And you look at the times on this, too. It's been going on all day. It doesn't matter if Netflix clarifies or they don't clarify. Again, you got a narrative there. You're pushing it. That narrative, it has to do with identity and being fired because of identity. Total garbage. But again, doesn't matter at all. See, shill media, woke Hollywood, they have done everything in their power to shut down Dave Chappelle, even trying to weaponize celebrities, calling them out, saying, hey, you were at a show this guy put together. Why aren't you joining us and canceling him? Look at some of these names that they've thrown out there, too. You had Brad Pitt mentioned, Snoop Dogg, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Stevie Wonder, and so many others. And you know what? People, they didn't care what they said. And that kind of stuff, I think it infuriates the media. Now, what makes them even madder is that Netflix, they are standing with Dave Chappelle, with the co-CEO writing an email to employees saying the following, quote, several of you have also asked where we draw the line on hate. We don't allow titles on Netflix that are designed to incite hate or violence, and we don't believe the closer crosses that line. I recognize, however, that distinguishing between commentary and harm is hard, especially with stand-up comedy, which exists to push boundaries. Some people find the art of stand-up to be mean-spirited, but our members enjoy it, and it's an important part of our content offering. Now, the key statement in that message has to do with people that actually pay for the service. Our members enjoy it. And you know what? You can see that played out in the top 10 in the U.S. today. This, by the way, it plays out with every Dave Chappelle special. So it's not the controversy driving it. It's that people, they actually like Dave Chappelle. If you look there, though, number 3, Dave Chappelle. He's hitting hard. He'll set right there. More than that, though, audiences, you know, the people who pay for services, you know, that put their money where their mouth is, versus critics that get this stuff for free. Audiences, they universally love this. You can see that on Rotten Tomatoes. 33% from critics, 97% from audiences, over 1,000 ratings. Yeah, shill media, nobody cares about them. Woke Hollywood, nobody cares about them. Critics, nobody cares about them. And this stuff, it is making them so mad, and I love it. But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff possible, so thank you. Want to help the channel out in different ways? There are many links in the description. Check those out, but you being here, that matters, so thank you. Appreciate you. See you soon.